growing, guys? Welcome to Earthflower Farms. Today I wanted to bring you along to plant my herb garden with me. First things first is we need to get rid of all of these weeds. So there's lots of weeds sprouting. I'm just gonna loosen up the soil and go after them while their roots are young. Early spring is the perfect time to do that, and I'm gonna do that right before I put my basil in. So I've got these little basil starts that I started in my greenhouse this year. I'm just gonna take them out of their pots and pop them into the ground. Pretty easy. Take a look at these roots. This is exactly how you want your roots to go in. You don't want them root bound, coiling around the bottom like that. That's not good. When you have them just barely starting to adventure into the corners of the pot, that's about the perfect time to get them into the ground. They should be easy to break up. Sometimes I'll even just loosen the bottom real quick like this before putting them in so those roots are ready to travel. Just dig a nice hole and cover it up. This soil is great. It's amended with lots of manure. Then the big one, I want this one closest to the kitchen, so I'm going to put this biggest one at the very end here. I'm going to collect these pots so I can reuse them for next year. Now I'm going to plant some chives. Chives are so wonderful. They're so good on an omelet or on some boiled potatoes, so you can never have too many chives. These chives I started in February and now they're going into the ground. Just one by one, get the chives in there and they'll grow and mature and be delicious in no time. Collect the pots, we're going to recycle them. And now some parsley. So I've got a lot of weeds on this side, so I'm just loosening the soil with my shovel. This actually makes it even easier. This will break them up. The roots will come right out. Get that grass out, get the creeping Charlie out. Sometimes I'll even take chunks of dirt out with it. I just don't want roots left behind because they'll come back and haunt me later. These are my parsley sprouts. I started in February and it's time for them to go in. One by one, I'm just putting them in 2 inches apart and they're gonna be nice and bushy in no time. Hard work really pays off when you start your plants early. Just gonna cover them up. Sprinkle a little dirt over them and give them a good watering in. Now the last thing is going to be some green bunching onions. Green onions are super tasty, they're really healthy, and I've just so happened to start some in February, so that's what I'm doing right now. First things first, get those weeds out. Do not procrastinate. Get the weeds out and you'll be gardening a lot easier through the summer. All those roots come out easy now, but they will not come out easy if they have a chance to establish and will compete with your young plants. And I'm going to put the bunching onions in one by one, about 2 inches apart, and give them a little bit of soil. Not too much, but just enough so that they're really anchored in. Water it all in, and we're just about done. Thank you so much for coming along. Looking forward to growing with you.